Well, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The hills are alive and starting to turn green, and pretty soon there'll be little yellow mountain sunflowers all over the place. But we still got snow up there, and we got one job we can't get to because the snow's too deep still, here on April the 9th. Ain't that a revolting development? You know, my YouTube subscribers are just the best in the world. They keep me in check and keep me from making all kinds of inaccurate statements, you know, and I've learned so much along the way, and I like learning along the way. Back a while ago, me and Kerwood went out and videoed a bunch of old square body Chevys just to show people how many there are sitting around this town. We just scratched the surface, but I mentioned that I threw in some Ford square bodies so I wouldn't offend the Ford guys, and then one guy informed me that they're not called square bodies. They're called dent sides and bump sides, and I did not know that because obviously I'm not a Ford guy. Got nothing against them, just don't happen to own any at the moment, but I have in the past, lots of them and lots of good ones. So got nothing against them. Anyway, just not very knowledgeable about them. But I was talking about old Jimmy Hoffa out there, and another subscriber let me know that I was mistaken about something I'd said. I guess maybe I said to him that I named it Jimmy Hoffa when I brought it home, and he let me know that no, I did a video and asked people for suggestions for names. Well, I didn't remember that, but then again, I don't remember yesterday, but I'm sure he's right. So I stand corrected on where Jimmy got his name, I guess. But I don't mind being corrected, and I don't mind standing. So it all works out. Speaking of these awesome subscribers that I have, I've had people send me stuff from all over the world. Building some shelves for my grandson's bedroom. I'm not even going to attempt to show you all the goodies that have been sent to me, but here's one of my favorites. A guy had this made for me, and it is a knife that is forged from a chainsaw chain. See that? See the chain in it? Isn't that cool? So that's just perfect for theme for my profession. I do this commercial grafting thing, and we use knives and chainsaws, so that's just perfect. And that's just one of my all-time favorite pieces right there. But there are many more. That little truck up there was sent to me, and oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Old George Washington up there, a YouTuber sent that to me, and there's probably some more stuff up on the shelf that was sent to me by subscribers. Oh, yeah, from local people or people in the U.S. and then see, there's a gift, and then other gifts have come from all over the world. I think these tags came from, if I remember right, New Zealand, and that came from England, I believe. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to show you what came today. A gentleman don't want to show his address. A gentleman in Savannah, Georgia, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Robert Johnson, Savannah, Georgia, sent me this bluebird house. And isn't that cool? Not far from my house, a couple miles from here, there is what's called a bluebird trail, and there's a little club, and they go each spring and clean the boxes, and they've got bluebird houses set up about every, I forget how many miles the trail is and how many bird houses per mile or whatever. Mr. Johnson probably knows all about that, but anyway, that was a gift that came today. He said, I don't do metal work like you guys, but I do woodwork, so he wanted to send that to me, and for that I'm very grateful. So at this point, I'm going to go try to put together a little slideshow. I often talk about all the old iron that sits around this state, and it just amazes me because out in my daily travels, just going between jobs with my clients, almost daily I see things that I've never seen before. And then I start making it a point to well, take the other way to that job, or go around the block and then go to the job, you know, and just take a little side trip, not enough to waste time or anything, but just to see what's out there. And last week and this week, as I traveled during my daily duties, I've taken a few images along the way, and I'm going to see if I can put together a little slideshow and show you guys some of the old iron that's sitting around here. That's kind of what this channel is all about, is old iron. So let's get on with it. I sure do appreciate you. It's starting to look like springtime, isn't it? The next little order of business here pretty soon, when I get a couple minutes, I need to start my pump and get my waterfall flowing up there, because I have to keep oxygen in the water so my fish don't drown. All right, see y'all later.
Well, I'm back on board that 49 Ford in 1956. Long before the sun came up way out in the sticks. The headlights showed a two-rut road way back up in the pines. First time I heard Johnny Cash sing I Walk the Line. Well, I got my thrill behind the wheel up on my daddy's lap. Grandpa rode co-pilot with a flashlight and a map. Cane pulled out the window, it was in summertime. First time I heard Johnny Cash sing I Walk the Line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Well, I never will forget that day. I know the time and place. Sounded like the whole thing came right down from outer space. I can still see those headlights and that dashboard in my mind. First time I heard Johnny Cash sing I Walk the Line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. Happiness that I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line.